නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දන්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දන්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දන්ස. Homage to the exalted one, the worthy one, the supremely enlightened one. Venerable Sirs, nuns, friends in the Dhamma, today in this meditation retreat, at this moment we hope to practice walking meditation, Chamkamana Bhavana. I think our Venerable Sirs, you usually practice walking meditation. When we refer the Buddha's teachings, I think you can understand where it comes, where the walking meditation comes. It comes in Mahasatipatthana Sutta in Kayanupassana. Gaccanto va gacchāmīti bhajanāti. This walking meditation belongs to Satipatthana, mindfulness. Mindfulness is divided into four: Kāye kāyanupassē, Vedanāsu vedanupassē, Chitte chittanupassē, Dhammesu dhammanupassē. It is very clear that the main topic in Buddhism is that mindfulness. When we see the Buddha's message, all the doctrines that the Blessed One explained can be summarized into one sentence: purifying one's mind. Sachitta Pariyodhapanam. For the purification of mind, Buddha has explained two ways. One of ways that the loving kindness meditation, metta bhavana, and the other thing is mindfulness, focusing on liberation. When we see mindfulness, Buddha says very clearly, at the very beginning on the path of liberation, when we practice mindfulness, we should have clear understanding why do we need to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness aims to eradicate our avidya or ignorance. Ignorance means that when we experience something through our senses, we think that still there is some material world outside. But the reality is not this. The reality is that when we understand something, material world has already ceased. And it doesn't mean that there is no material world. Actually, we can see a material world that arises at the moment according to our mental condition in the present moment. But when we understand the material world, the very first experience has already ceased. This is the reality, whether we like or not, whether we believe or not. In this situation, if we want to overcome this ignorance, we have to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness specially divided into two. One of them is mindfulness, the other thing is mindfulness meditation. According to Vibhanga Sutta, Buddha says, Satipatthānam o bhikkhave desissāmi satipatthāna bhavananca. Satipatthāna means mindfulness. Satipatthāna bhavana means the mindfulness meditation. Satipatthāna focuses on the present moment with the material world, especially in Kayanupassana. and it means Kaya Kayanupassi Viharati, so on. And also Satipatthana Bhavana means focusing on the present moment with the material world. We reflect on the arising and ceasing of the material world. For example, we focus on the present moment in our breathing, in the four elements, 9 channel grounds, 32 body parts. These are the places we contemplate on. Focusing on the present moment with the material world, then we reflect on the arising and ceasing of the material world. First, we focus on the present moment with our body, Kaya Kayanupassi Viharati. Then we contemplate on Samudaya Dhammanupassi Viharati, Vaya Dhammanupassi Viharati. Reflecting on the causality, cause and effect according to the Paticca that belongs to Satipatthana Bhavana. That is very important. When we discuss walking meditation, first of all we focus our mind in our posture, walking posture. Gacchanto va gacchamiti pajanati. When we walk, we are aware of that now I am walking. Especially we focus our mind in the present moment, keeping our attention around the nose or upper lip, nasika geva mukha nimitteva. Then we are aware of our entire body when we walk. We walk slowly, mindfully and silently using Buddhist SMS concept. SMS, silently, mindfully and slowly. First of all, we are aware of our body posture. When gradually mind gains concentration, we can practice mindfulness meditation too if we like and if we have enough knowledge about insight meditation. When our mind gains concentration with our walking posture, we can reflect on impermanence. This body has arisen because of the result of food that we have taken. Ahara samudaya, rupa samudaya, ahara nirodha, rupa nirodha. And first we walk slowly and mindfully. Then little by little we are aware of our body posture with mindfulness in the present moment. When mind gradually concentrates with our body posture, we can reflect on impermanence, contemplating on arising and ceasing of our body. This is one of the ways that we can practice walking meditation. And also if we like, we can practice other mindfulness meditations too, such as Vedanupassana, Chittanupassana, Dhammanupassana too. Vedanupassana means if we feel something with our body, we can contemplate on our feelings, whether it is pleasant, unpleasant or neutral. When our mind concentrates with our feelings of our body, then we can contemplate on arising and ceasing of feelings. Passa samudaya, vedana samudaya, passa nirodha, vedana nirodha. This feeling arises because of contact. When contact ceases, this feeling also gradually ceases. We reflect on the cause and effect of our feelings. That is also one of the ways that we can practice mindfulness in our walking meditation. There is another way that we can practice walking meditation as samatha and vipassana. When our mind gains concentration with our walking meditation, we can contemplate on our mind or consciousness. Chitte chittanupassi viharati. When we walk, we can contemplate on our mind. Sadosang va chittan sadosang chittanti pajanati. Vitadosang va vitadosang chittanti pajanati. When mind is with anger, we can understand now my mind has anger. When my mind has no anger, we are aware of that now my mind has no anger. So on, we can contemplate on our consciousness, and also we can reflect on it as impermanence. This vijnana or consciousness arises because of nama-rupa. Nama-rupa paccaya vijnanam, nama-rupa nirodho, vijnana nirodham. This is also one of the ways that we practice mindfulness using our walking posture, walking meditation. And also, when we walk gradually, slowly and mindfully, when our mind gains concentration, if we have enough knowledge, we can practice Dhammanupassana too. When our mind has some hindrances, we can contemplate on it. At this moment, my mind has sexual desire, ill will, sloth and torpor. These are the hindrances that we can reflect on at this moment, and when they cease, we can aware of that. And also, we understand these mental formations also arise because of some reasons. Passa samudaya, chetana samudayo, passa nirodha, chetana nirodho. And with this understanding, we contemplate on arising and ceasing of our mental formations. And also, while we are walking, if we like, if we know, we can contemplate on 5 aggregates to Panchaskandha or Panchapadanaskandha. And also, we can aware of 7 enlightenment factors, and our senses, Four Noble Truths also can be contemplated on with our walking meditation. This is the very big explanation, but the very first step is that practicing walking meditation is when we walk slowly and mindfully, silently. This is the way that we can practice mindfulness with our walking posture. And also there is another way, parents, we can practice other samatha bhavana too with our walking meditation. Such as you know very well, according to Paranimata Sutta, it says that Kittan Charannisi Noa, Saya Noa Yavatas Vigadaminto. There says we can practice loving kindness meditation while we are walking. First of all, we start our walking meditation as a Kaya-Pasana Bhavana. When our mind gradually gains concentration, we can apply Metta Bhavana with our walking meditation. When we keep our legs, we can say, may all beings be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. Thinking thus, we can practice walking meditation. And also any other techniques, meditation techniques such as Buddha-Anusati, the contemplation of the qualities of the Buddha, Dhammanupassana, Sanghanupassana, Asubha Bhavana, Maranasati, Patikula Manasikara. These meditation techniques can be practiced when we use this walking posture. But here we usually develop our mindfulness. We are so fortunate having this kind of message from the Buddha's message. Especially according to Chankamana Sutta, the Blessed One says very special sentence that Chankamadi gato samadhi kirattitiko hoti. The concentration received practice in walking meditation is very strong. Chankamadi gato samadhi kirattitiko hoti. This samadhi, concentration that we receive throughout practice in walking meditation is very powerful, very strong. That is very important, especially when we have some hindrances such as sloth and torpor. We can use this technique. That is very important. We are fully aware of our body posture when we walk. While we walk, first of all, we are aware of our body posture. Then we practice Kayanapasana. Little by little, we can practice fourfold mindfulnesses there. And finally, we can practice insight meditation, Vipassana Bhavana, Vipassana Bhavana too, using this walking technique. Okay, have any question? You can ask Sir Pante about the walking meditation. If you have any question, you can ask. Now we are going to practice walking meditation in this hall as around. Following one, we are going around this hall. Have you need any instructions? Bante Prematana? Clear. Clear, okay. Actually, we can discuss a lot of things about walking meditation, but in our tradition, there are a few information we can see. We can apply most of times when we practice meditation, this walking meditation technique, walking posture. If we have knowledge about the Dhamma, especially mindfulness, we can use many ways this posture, walking posture. Okay, thank you for your active listening. And now we are going to practice walking meditation. We are going around this hall as a circle, practicing walking meditation. Okay, we started walking meditation as a Kayanupasana Bhavana, the contemplation of body. But if we can go forward with the understanding of the Dhamma, finally we can directly practice insight meditation, keeping our attention about our body, and we can directly practice 5 aggregates as arising and ceasing. Our entire life is that 5 aggregates. Every moment, form, feeling, perception, consciousness and mental formations arise and cease. With the result of our previous actions, every moment these 5 aggregates arise and immediately they cease. When we focus on these 5 aggregates, we can release from the outside material world. At the same time, we contemplate on our insight or our mind consciousness. We are aware of this world with our Chitta Chaitasika or consciousness and mental formations. When we understand the world, we understand everything through mind consciousness. It means we are dealing with this world with 4 aggregates. Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Vijnana. It means we don't depend on the material world. If we depend on the material world, it means we are in the conventional truth. Even though we practice Samatha Bhavana, having some techniques in the material world, there also we live in the conventional truth, but it can be used for our concentration. But finally, we release from the material world too in the insight meditation. It means we are released from four material world, four dhatus, Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. Yatta Patavi, Chapocha, Tejo, Vayo, Nagatati. Whenever we practice insight meditation, we release from the material world. At the same time, we release from our insight too. At this moment, we are aware of that this present moment or mind consciousness also arises and ceases. We reflect on it as tatta tatta vipassati. Every moment, finally we have to do only thin. Manancha paticca dhammecha uppajjati mano vijnanam. That is the place where we finally reflect on. It means we release from material world and we release from even our mind consciousness too. This is the thing that Buddha has explained. Yatta patavi chapocha tejo vayo nagadati. Patigang rupa sanyancha ette sa chiddate jatam. This is the place where we solve our mental and physical problems, especially mental problems. And we start this path with understanding, and we practice this path with Kayanupassana, and finally we focus on Vipassana Bhavana, insight meditation too. And especially whenever we live with mindfulness, it means we are not controlled by the outside world. Whenever we practice mindfulness, we are living near the Buddha. That is why Buddha says, Sake gochare pettike vise charata. Try to live in the field of the Buddha. What is the field of the Buddha? The field of the Buddha is that mindfulness. Mindfulness is our best friend. If we trained this meditation technique by using walking meditation, we don't like to keep any step without mindfulness. Every step we keep with mindfulness. It means we have completely protected our mind. It means nobody or nothing in the outside can control our peace of mind. Then we are proud of that. We can say, no one can disturb my peace of mind. We can say very proudly that you can't make me angry. You can't make me ignorant. You can't make me lustful. This is the real success that we receive. That is the thing that Buddha says, Atta Deepa Bhikkhave Virata Atta Sarana Nanya Sarana. Dwell with yourself as an island, as a refuge, with no other refuge. Dhamma Deepa Bhikkhave Virata Dhamma Sarana Nanya Sarana. Dwell with the Dhamma as an island, as a refuge, with no other refuge. This is the way how we make a refuge within us by practicing mindfulness. Here we used walking meditation as a mindfulness meditation technique. By the power of this meditation technique that you used at this moment, may your all spiritual goals meet with success. Finally, may all of us attain the final bliss of liberation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dukkham pantāca nirdukkhaṃ, bhayam pantāca nirbhayam, sokam pantāca nissokam, hontu sambe pipānino. May the triple gem bless you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.